Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Mr. Vice Chairman, as well. Thanks for holding this hearing and allowing me to provide testimony on S-3300, the Hualapai Tribe Water Rights Settlement Act. And I'd like to welcome Hualapai Tribe Chairman, Dr. Clark. Thank you for coming here and appearing and giving testimony. Representatives from the other parties of the settlement, the state of Arizona, Central Arizona Water Conservation District, Salt River Project, Freeport Minerals Corporation are here today as well. They're in support of this settlement. I'd like to include their statements for the record.
No objection.
Thank you. Last week, this Water Settlement Act was introduced, and it's important, obviously, for the state of Arizona and the tribes. This roughly 1 million acre reservation is ill-suited for an economy based on mining, oil and gas, timber, and agriculture. What the Hualapai Tribe has done is build an economy based on the one resource we have in abundance, and that's people wanting to see and experience the Grand Canyon and the Colorado River. The tribe's development of Grand Canyon West draws nearly 1 million visitors a year to northwestern Arizona. Without access to additional reliable water supplies, they're unable to realize its full potential, which includes a residential community at Grand Canyon West for their tribal members who work there. In short, the legislation provides significant but fair benefits to the Hualapai Tribe. This legislation has also has benefits outside of the reservation and the region. The Hualapai Tribe makes a claim to the Colorado River, a critically important water source for the state that provides roughly 40% of our water supplies. And because of the priority of the tribe's claims, there's a possibility that future development and of their water rights would displace current water users in Arizona. This fair settlement dedicates 4,000 acre-feet of CAP's Colorado River water to the tribe in a way that puts them on par with existing CAP water users. Those who are unfamiliar with Arizona water, I should point out that CAP serves an area with nearly 80% of the state's population, so we're talking about widespread impacts here. As I've often said, Arizona has a history of forward-looking water planning. We need to continue this kind of planning and do more. This legislation is one of the next steps we need to take, both for the sake of the Hualapai Tribe and for those of us in Arizona who depend on Colorado River water. I look forward to working with the committee to advance this bill and find a suitable offset for the spending that is authorized by it. So thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you, Senator Flake.
Chairman Barrasso, Vice Chairman Chester, and members of the committee, my name is Dr. Damon Clark, Chairman of the Hualapai Tribe. The Hualapai Tribe strongly supports S-3300, the Hualapai Tribe Water Rights Settlement Act of 2016. The Hualapai Reservation encompasses approximately 1 million acres in northwestern Arizona. Our reservation has no significant surface streams other than the Colorado River and has very limited groundwater. While the tribe is presently able to serve our principal residential community at Peach Springs with groundwater, it is a resource subject to depletion, and well levels on the reservation are dropping. Colorado River is the only feasible supply for satisfying long-term water needs of our reservation. Our tribe needs delivery of Colorado River water both to provide a permanent and secure water supply to our future population in Peach Springs and elsewhere on our reservation, and to realize the unique opportunities for economic development at Grand Canyon West, world-class resort tourist development. The tribe operates on the western rim of the Grand Canyon on our reservation. Grand Canyon West currently employs approximately 300 tribal members as well as about 300 non-tribal members and hosts over 1 million visitors a year. But it is located a 2-hour drive on a dirt road from Peach Springs, where virtually all our tribal members on the reservation lives. Thus, tribal members at Grand Canyon West have a daily route of 4 hours a day to their jobs at Grand Canyon West, and longer in inclement weather. Currently, it's impossible to locate a residential community at Grand Canyon West because of the lack of water there. This imposes an unsustainable burden on the tribal members and their family. The tribe needs Colorado River water at Grand Canyon West in order to allow tribal members to reside on the reservation near their jobs. We're proud of the fact that the tribe is moving forward towards achieving full employment for our members and economic self-sufficiency, but the severe lack of water on the reservation is a major obstacle in reaching these goals. With additional water, the tribe could take advantage of the potential for further development, and that would provide additional jobs for tribal members and non-Indians, as well as revenues for our tribal government. Over the past 6 years, the Hualapai Tribe have negotiated a comprehensive settlement of all the tribe's reserved water rights. The United States actively participated in these settlement negotiations through a federal negotiating team. Legislation to ratify this settlement is now before the committee. The legislation is strongly supported by the state of Arizona and other parties to the settlement, the Salt River Project, the Central Arizona Water Conservancy District, and Freeport Minerals Company. Let me summarize the principal elements of this legislation. The Act comprehensively settles all of the Hualapai Tribe's federally reserved water right claims for its reservation and trust lands. The tribe receives exclusive rights to all groundwater surface water on the reservation and its other trust lands, and agrees not to object to any pumping of groundwater or diversions of the surface water outside the reservation or its trust lands. The tribe receives an allocation of 4,000 acre-feet a year of Central Arizona Project from water from Colorado River. Of this amount, 1,115 acre-feet a year will be firmed, half by the United States and half by the state, until 2108, to protect against future shortages of the Colorado River in Arizona. The Act authorizes a federally funded infrastructure deliver up to 3,414 acre-feet a year from Colorado River to the reservation. Project would construct a diversion of water from the Colorado River at Diamond Creek, which is on the reservation, and then 70-mile pipeline to deliver water to both Peach Springs and Grand Cane West. The construction cost of this infrastructure project is about $134.5 million. I want to emphasize the two major non-federal contributions to this settlement. First, pursuant to the Bill Williams River Water Rights Settlement Act of 2014, Freeport provided a major contribution to the Hualapai Tribe, which we can use to purchase additional Colorado River water rights. The 2014 Act deemed that money be a non-federal contribution to the settlement. Freeport also contributed $1 million to help fund our engineering study of the infrastructure and alternatives for this settlement. Second, state of Arizona is making contribution of firming a portion of the cap water. Passage of this legislation is essential for our tribe to realize the full potential on our reservation. The use of water for economic development is within the well parameters of past Indian water rights settlements. Most Indian rights settlements in this century have provided federal funding for infrastructure development to support commercial as well as residential uses of water. Thank you for the opportunity to testify before you today. I will be pleased to answer any questions you may have, and our tribe will help in any way to secure an enactment of this critical legislation.
Thank you very much, Chairman.